peeps, good morning. Today is August 3rd. Ooh, it's a full moon tonight. My watch tells me the moon phases. And today is our first day of homeschool for this term. The kids are currently eating breakfast. It's 10:09, so we're running a little bit late. Our homeschool block is 10 to 3. I say this all the time. We don't always use the whole 5 hours to homeschool, but that's just a block that I block out for me to be able to homeschool my children so that I'm giving them my full attention and nothing else bothers that. So I'm not doing any client work. I'm not on Instagram or Facebook. I'm not answering any emails, any DMs. For those 5 hours, if needed, they have my complete attention when it comes to homeschool. And so today is our first day homeschooling. For the older kids, we're going to jump into etymology, what that is. We're going to jump into grammar. The first thing we're going to be speaking on is nouns. In math, we're going to be jumping into multiplying fractions. And I don't remember everything else off the top of my head. That's why I have my planner, right? But yesterday I had the kids take a quick little assessment in math, and for reading, it opened my eyes to some things, especially with my brother, who is a first-time homeschool kid. He has been to public school up until now, and so this is his first time being homeschooled. So it opened my eyes to some things, and it helped me to see what areas he needed help in. I already know the areas that Mira needs help in. She is like on point and doing so good in math, especially from where she was when we first started homeschooling. But the reason why I wanted to focus on grammar so much and etymology so much this year is because I see that there was a little bit of a disconnect in understanding sentences and writing and how to put together a sentence and all that jazz. So I already knew where her area of where she needed help in reading or ELA. My brother is kind of on the same page as her as that, but he's going to need a little bit more attention in math, which is completely fine. What I'm hoping is that he homeschooled with us this year, and he loves it, he likes it, he enjoys it, and he wants to continue, because I really want to continue helping and teaching him. Thank you. And so I'm hoping that he really enjoys it. I got some really good things planned out for him as far as his interests and what he's passionate about. I'm planning to get some things for him. But I'm hoping, my goal is to make it so that he loves it so much that he doesn't want to go back to public school. But yeah. So I'm waiting for them to finish eating breakfast. And while they're doing that, I am just, trying to sneak in some emails and answer some DMs, but we're going to start homeschooling soon, and yeah, I'm so excited. So one of the things that I want to focus on with them, because we're going into etymology and we're focusing on grammar and comprehension, is I want them to get in the habit of writing more, and actually writing properly, writing correctly. So writing and forming sentences correctly, making sure they have correct spelling, correct punctuation. Of course, that's something that I've always focused on, but this year I'm focusing on it heavy. Like, we're going to be paying attention to that. I'm going to be having it where I'm reading their journals and correcting it if need be. They're going to read each other's journals, write entries, and correct them if need be. And so that's just something that I'm really going to focus on. So what I'm going to do every day is give them the first 10 to 15 minutes before we start any lessons to do daily writing. Today I gave them a topic. Tomorrow I might not. Sometimes they might have topics. Sometimes I may give them a writing prompt. And sometimes they might just write whatever they want to write. But today I gave them one, and I want them to write in their journal, what are their goals this year? What do they want to accomplish? What are some of the things that they want to do this year within their homeschool journey? And so that's their writing prompt for today. Again, tomorrow I might not give them one, but I just wanted them to write that out so that way I can see what it is that what their goals are. I mean, they've told me what their goals, but sometimes when we write things, we kind of get more out. And so that's why I chose to do that today. But after they finish that, I give them 10 to 15 minutes to do that. And once they finish that, then we're going to jump into ELA, where we're going to talk about nouns and etymology. So, as I was just saying, we're going to be focusing a lot on sentences and writing sentence correctly and how to put together a sentence. We're going to be working on punctuation, spelling, etymology, which is the origin of words. We're going to be working on all of that this year. And so, in order to do that, we of course need to have dictionaries, but you don't use any of the newer dictionaries, and there's a reason behind it. If you aren't aware, words are changed over the years. The meaning for words are changed. The connotative and denotative meanings change. And so it's better to use older dictionaries when teaching our children the meaning of words, just because, again, how words have been changed over the years. And so I'm going to show you all real quick 3 of the dictionaries that we have in our house that we'll be using this school year. But again, I suggest to get older dictionaries. Anything that's unabridged would be super helpful to have in your books, in your homeschool corner, or in your homeschool books. I really do suggest to have those. So I'm going to show those to you real quickly. So we have right here, this is the Oxford Dictionary of English Etymology. So this is an etymology dictionary. We also use etymology.com online. They're also pretty good to use when learning the etymology of words. I don't know if you guys can see it that well, but this even has the meaning of etymology on it, which is the origin, formation, development of words. So yeah. Alright, you can't really see this one, so I'm going to open it up. This one's a pretty old dictionary. And you can get these online. Some of them can be kind of inexpensive. Some of them can be a little expensive, but they're worth it. This is the Oxford Universal Dictionary. The year on this one is, is 1933. So that's the year on that one. And then this is another one that we use a lot. We use this one the most. It's the American Dictionary of the English Language, and it is 1828. So the older the better. And both of these, this one and this one, they are unabridged dictionaries. So the older the dictionary, the better, because you're going back to some of the original meaning of words, and then you can actually compare. So you can get an unabridged dictionary like this 1828 one, an unabridged dictionary, and then get like a newer up-to-date dictionary and compare some of the definitions in there, and you will see that they are different. And that just shows you, that's just proof right there that words are changed over the years, and so they lose their original meanings, their origins. And so I believe that we must teach our children the origin of words so that they know what they are saying. Our words are spells, and so they must know what they're saying. They have to know the vibrations that they're putting out, and so that's why they need to know the meanings. But the kids are doing their daily journaling or their daily writing for today, and then we're going to get into etymology, and then nouns, and then we're going to move on to math. First day of homeschool has been a success. Well, we're not 100% done yet. The kids are doing their assignments, and then we're going to work on civics and history a little bit later this afternoon after I've helped Elijah do his lesson. But so far, we've done our daily writing. We've done ELA, which was basically us going over reviewing the different types of nouns and etymology. They are going to do their typing and their language studies. And then again, we're going to do civics and history later this afternoon, because that's when we really need to pay it. Like, I really need to be 1,000% attentive. Elijah comes in and out of the room 1,000 times to ask questions or do whatever when he wants attention. And so I'm going to help him do his lessons, which is basically just going over his alphabet, the numbers, colors, his name, all that good jazz, while they're doing their assignments. And then we'll do that later. But first I want to get me something to eat because I haven't eaten yet. And then, yeah. So, first day of homeschool almost done.